All right, good Monday morning. Happy Monday. We are starting off the new week with more cloud cover, a couple of sprinkles in the area, but nothing major and nothing significant on this Monday. Last Monday of July, and temperatures are pretty mild in the lower to middle 80s right now, which we'll get to in a second. First, we do want to talk about how busy it's been, obviously, this month, and especially between like northwest Bexar County towards Bandera, Kendall, Kerr County. Obviously, we had the devastating floods that moved into Kerrville near Hunt and Ingram earlier this month on July 4th and 5th, and especially across central Texas. But for San Antonio specifically, we've been on that outer edge of all that heavy rainfall. We have received some, and remember, these numbers are reflecting the airport, which is like San Antonio's official numbers. But again, this varies a lot. For example, like Stone Oak towards Helotes, Fair Oaks Ranch, out near the Dominion has probably seen a lot more rain than the numbers you're seeing on screen. But this is just showing the airport's number. So far for the summer, since it began on June 20th, only received 1.31 inches of rain. In some parts of the hill country, that number is probably closer to like 9 or 10 since summer has began in mid to late June. Back in 24, 3.27, so a little bit more active last summer. Not so much in 23 and 22. Those summers are pretty dry. Matter of fact, I think the summer of 2022 was one of the driest years on record, actually. But back in 21, pretty active, 5.41 inches of rain. And it just shows you kind of how these summers have ranked so far, comparing and contrasting to one another. This summer, right in the middle over the last 5 years, so we'll take that. And take a look at the numbers. So that was rainfall. Here are daytime highs because of the clouds and the rainfall. You can see the early part of this month started in the upper 80s, lower 90s, and even the day after the floods, we had some more rain and cloud cover, and that kept our temperatures in the 70s on the first Saturday of July. Really incredible. Now, these past several weeks, temperatures are kind of regulating and moving more in the right direction, at least more in the typical direction, upper 90s, lower 100s. The last couple of days have been seasonal. 94 to 96, but as we progress into tomorrow, especially Wednesday and Thursday, expect highs like right around 99 to 100. So it's going to get very hot very fast with a strengthening ridge of high pressure, which we'll get to in a second. But you can see how many days we've hit 100 degrees, only 4, which is incredible to say the least, because by the mid to late half of July, we could easily be at like 15, 20, 25 total days. I mean, that's almost normal. But so far, for this year, we've only reached 100 or hotter 4 times. We'll take that. 81 degrees out the door, 81 at Timberwood Park, a degree better at Stinson, 82 at Calaveras Lake, 82 at Hondo, a couple degrees cooler up I-35 towards, let's say, New Braunfels, San Marcos. You can see as we expand the view, that's what we're showing, area-wide. A couple of upper 70s in Fredericksburg towards Real and Edwards County. 87 at George West and 85 at Beeville. Not too bad. Here's the radar. It's not active. We are seeing more cloud cover starting to dissipate and disperse. But no rain on the radar. That's the good news. We may see 1 or 2 showers form between about 3 and 6 o'clock today, but very, very sparse, very isolated. You can see on this forecast model kind of how it plays out today. Nothing major, nothing severe. And if you're not seeing rain, you're seeing a partly cloudy sky with highs in the middle to upper 90s. It's going to be a hot one. But average, not too bad. Tomorrow and Wednesday is when it really turns up near 100 degrees. But notice by about 3 o'clock today, between, let's say, Beeville, Pleasanton, Floresville, there will be a couple of hit or miss areas of rain. Maybe light to moderate showers by about 6 o'clock. Some of those may near the San Antonio area, but notice the coverage few and far between. Not too impressive. Tomorrow, I think the rain chance drops off altogether and the temperatures really start to crank up. Now, between tomorrow and early tomorrow morning, there will be a small area of dust that moves in. I don't think it's going to be a huge plume, but it will reduce air quality slightly. I think at the extent of it, probably moderate air quality by this afternoon, this evening, but nothing major is expected. But if you do suffer from asthma or any respiratory illness, this will be in the air from now through tomorrow morning, and then by Wednesday it should really disperse and improve pretty quickly. Big weather story, huge ridge of high pressure moving in, and you can see by about Wednesday and Thursday, temperatures really start to crank up 100 to about 99 tomorrow and Wednesday. Thursday, 98, so very similar. but by Friday, and then this weekend, this ridge moves off to the west, and that'll make room for another disturbance to move in. That may increase our chance for rain, for a more like widely scattered showers, maybe some coastal heavy rain by Saturday and Sunday. Right now, it looks like most of the heaviest rain should remain in Louisiana, but some of that will move in our direction, a lot like last week, where Friday and Saturday may see some coastal rain. You can see with the rainfall potential, Louisiana seeing the bulk of it, but some of that may move westward towards Houston, Victoria, San Antonio, I-35, Austin, towards Bryan and College Station. Some of that will move towards us, but definitely not expecting widespread activity. So don't cancel plans. Just know that I think most of the rain should be situated between like western Louisiana and like eastern Texas, but some of that may move in our direction, so we're going to watch that very, very closely. Rita, absolutely, thank you so much. Good morning to you as well. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Sally. Hope you're having a wonderful start to the week and start to your Monday morning. It's a mild start. We're in the lower 80s. And between Tuesday and Thursday, temperatures go up. By the weekend, temperatures go back down a little bit with the help of some slightly cooler air and some rain expected in the area. But again, I think it's mostly like East Texas that sees the bulk of rainfall into like western Louisiana. Okay, here's your 14-day. We have the weather impact alert for Wednesday with temperatures right around 100 to 101. The good news is the humidity drops off pretty significantly, and I think that's not going to have much of an impact on the heat index, but regardless, 100 degrees. If you're spending a long amount of time outdoors, that can be a problem. Take breaks, find shade, check up on your loved ones, check up on your neighbors, because if they're spending a long amount of time outdoors, not just Wednesday, but Tuesday, Thursday, and even Friday, this heat can definitely be a problem with the daytime highs in the upper 90s, lower 100s. So be careful out there, and then by Saturday and Sunday, rain chances return, a couple of downpours possible as we head into early August. Have the KENS 5 weather app handy on your phone. It is free in the App Store. Download KENS 5 Plus as well. We'll have updates on both on-air, online, on our app. You'll have notifications on radar updates on the KENS 5 app, and it's free. Why not? If not, no worries, guys. Have a wonderful Monday. Have a great rest of your week. And Wednesday, it turns up a level, 100 degrees, 98 on Thursday with some rain expected Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.